In this video, we are going to dive into the one of the most important concept of N8N, which are nodes. So nodes are the building blocks for any automation workflow. And once you understand them, building automations becomes super easy and intuitive. So now I'll be explaining you what is a node. So a node is basically a single step in your workflow. So it performs one action like sending an email, setting data, calling an API, or running the loop. So think of it as a step on an assembly line where data flows into the node, something happens, and then the data flows out to the next step. So every node in N8N has got a specific purpose, and you build workflows by connecting them together. So there are different types of nodes. There are two types basically. One is a trigger node, which is like that's going to trigger your automation. So we have the manual trigger node, we have the on app event, on schedule, on webhook call. So the most frequently used ones are the trigger manually or an on schedule. So there is also an on chat message node, which you can use to build chatbots. Again, that's going to be a topic for another day. And then we have the action nodes. Let's say we connect a trigger node first, and then the next nodes are going to be your action node. So which means what these perform the action once the workflow start. So there are more trigger nodes which are available. Let's say there is a Gmail trigger as well, which is available. If you see, there are triggers. So if I delete this one and I click on here and I want Gmail to trigger something, then we can also add a Gmail trigger node like on message received. Then what happens? So every app, they also have mostly the trigger nodes. So let's go back and let's put the trigger manually, and then let's have a look at some of the action nodes. So these action nodes can be, send an email. So we have within Gmail, we have the option message actions, get a message, send a message. So this is one of the action node which we can add. So here, we can specify the things, the input, the details of, to whom the email need to go, the subject, the email type, message, and then we also have the HTTP nodes, which is used to call the applications which are not natively built inside N8N. We have Google Sheets node as well. So now you may be asking how the data flows between these nodes. So each node receives the data from a previous node. So this Gmail node is going to receive the data from the previous node and the nodes prior to that particular node. If we have multiple nodes, then this HTTP can get the data from the Gmail node and also any other node prior to this node. So this flow of data is what powers your automations. And you can also click on any of the node to check the inputs and the outputs, which will help you to debug and understand what is happening. Some of the nodes can return multiple items, and you can use filters or conditions. So we can use filters. We have if filter. So if something happens, then so these are different filters which we can apply. So now let's build a real quick example. So let me first delete all these nodes. So we'll just build a very simple automation today. Okay, so we have first added a trigger node, and then we can just add a set node. In a set node, you can set different fields. So we can just say name, we can add Saurabh, and then we can add another field, We can say email. We can say at. Okay. And then, so this is a very basic automation. And then we can add a Gmail node to send the email, send a message. So as you can see right now, I have my Gmail connected, my Gmail account connected, and but I don't see anything in the input on the left, and there is no output. So what we can do is we can just disconnect this link and we can just execute the workflow so that it executes. So you see this check mark here, that means that this node has been executed and one item has been passed, which you can see here. Just zoom in and then we click on edit field and we can see that it has passed on this my name and my email address. So that means that one item has been passed, and now I can connect this to Gmail. And let's say, now the beauty of N8N is you can drag and drop things. So we are just testing to send a message. So from resource, we can say message, the operation. So there are different operations. So for now, we can just set send and to where it needs to send. So we can just drag this email, which is coming as input from the edit node to here. We can put a message, hello, N8N test. And same thing with the message. This is a test from N8N node. Here you have different options as well. Sender name, if you want to add, again, you can drag from the previous node here. And once you drag, you will see these two options, fixed and expression. So if you set it to fixed, then it will stay as fixed. But if we are dragging the expression, then it needs to come here and you will see the result also here. And then we execute. Okay. So it is executed. Now let me check my email. See, this is the email, the test email I have received on my account. This is a test from N8N. This email was sent automatically with N8N. That's the power of the nodes, and they are the setup that makes your automation recipes. So if this video has helped you, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more of this kind of content. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you again in my next video.